AI on YouTube is unhinged. If you've been watching YouTube for a while or just existing in the creative space for a while, AI has infected its way into every aspect of writing, video making. It's everywhere. You've seen it, you know it, you don't need me to tell you it. Hi, I'm Weston, the man behind the MagicManMo channel. You know that because I'm in a different hat. I've been working on this channel for a very long time. It's always been a Let's Play variety gaming channel. It used to be primarily focused on making videos, and recently it's primarily more focused on live streaming and shorts content. It's changed a little bit over the years, but it's always been at its heart primarily a Let's Play gaming channel. And over the years, I've always struggled to try to figure out exactly the Venn diagram of games that I want to play and the Venn diagram of games that you guys want to see me play on this channel. I've always struggled with trying to make those two things line up. And so, of course, ages ago now, it's been a while, when YouTube rolled out an inspiration feature on the YouTube Studio. That's the behind the scenes thing that if you make content on YouTube, you have an access to all kinds of tools and analytics. There's an inspiration tool that gives you ideas, titles, thumbnails, and a synopsis, summary, suggestion of what your next video could be. When YouTube came out with that feature, I was keenly interested because of course I wanted to know, based on what content performed well, what you guys are watching yourselves, comments that have been left on videos and streams. Of course I wanted all that data to converge and just basically tell me, hey, Mo, this is the stuff you should be playing, doing, etc. This is the stuff that people want to actually see. But of course, AI do gotta AI. So if you go into your content tab on your channel, if you have one, and then go to inspiration. It's right beside, front and center, beside all your videos, shorts, lives, posts, etc. Right there, first thing on the left, you click on that. YouTube's AI will try to suggest you several different ideas. And I think they're really funny. I don't think I can do the vast majority of them, or at least not in the scope of this channel, but they are still really funny. Why do these video game characters suddenly lose their voice accents? This one I actually know exactly why YouTube's suggesting this to me. Someone, I forget who, someone in one of my Sam and Max streams kept bringing up that one of the characters like lost their accent, and I think the YouTube is literally going through stream chat logs and they picked up on that, because I can't think of any other time I've ever really talked about character accents except for that one specific stream. Investigating a digital ghost town in this haunting new narrative psychological thriller. What new narrative psychological thriller? I don't know. We plunge into the hollowed out servers of a forgotten MMO to confront why thousands of players vanished overnight. We weave through decaying architecture and corrupted data logs, reconstructing a narrative of digital isolation. The psychological investigation deconstructs the eerie silence of abandoned pixels, uncovering the lingering human trauma buried within the code. I can't do that. I have no idea what MMO they're talking about. I don't play MMOs unless you count the time between 2009 and 2014 where I played a lot of RuneScape. Okay, fair enough, but RuneScape's still kicking, so what MMO are you talking about? Am I living in Sword Art Online? What are we talking about? Analyzing how Danganronpa character archetypes would survive a Walking Dead zombie apocalypse. Actually, this was a pretty neat idea. We might be onto something here. We pit the ultimate detective's logic and the ultimate gambler's manipulation against a world overrun by walkers, testing if Hope's Peak archetypes crumble or thrive when the trial never ends. We analyze how high-stakes social deduction translates to survival, identifying which eccentric talents become lethal assets or fatal liabilities in the apocalypse. I don't know about the whole trial never ending aspect of it, but if you were to throw the entire cast of Danganronpa 1, which is the only game I've played, so I can't really go beyond that yet, and say, hey, zombie apocalypse breaks out, they're all hanging out together in a mall or something. They're teenagers, sure, why not? And they have to survive who would do the best and why? I don't know. That could be interesting. So I'll give this one a 4 stars out of 5. Why not? Can I outsmart this high-stakes courtroom drama without reading any evidence? It's literally just a thumbnail of AI Phoenix Wright with a rubber ducky for some reason. We confront the ultimate legal gamble by walking into a high-stakes courtroom trial completely blind, relying solely on intuition and raw logic to expose contradictions. We bypass every evidence file, trusting our instincts to dismantle witness testimonies and outmaneuver the prosecution through chaotic high-energy deduction and pure unscripted gaming brilliance. Do they want me to do this in real life? Like, maybe I could see this as a skit. Like, it'd be a funny skit. I don't really do skits though on the channel, so it's funny to imagine me walking into a real courtroom and get this, ignoring evidence. Why this could fit your channel. Leveraging established courtroom expertise. This concept capitalizes on your extensive history with titles like Ace Attorney and Danganronpa, allowing you to showcase your mastery of legal mechanics through a challenging skill-based twist. Again, I don't think AI understands the difference between my expertise and playing a video game. Chaotic high-energy deduction. The blind trial approach transforms a standard narrative playthrough into a high-stakes performance that highlights your quick thinking and personality-driven commentary, which is central to your channel essence. I want to know more about my channel essence. Fresh strategic innovation. By intentionally ignoring evidence, you create a unique and time-relevant hurdle that distinguishes this video from your previous episodic series like Zombie Mall or Geraldine, offering a completely new gameplay dynamic for your audience. Neither one of those games are legal or law or courtroom or any of that at all. Okay. Facing my fears and the most disturbing horror games made in Unity. This one's a really interesting suggestion because from my own analysis, horror doesn't generally do very well on the channel, except for in very specific niches. Yeah, with the Saw games from Inca Games, you know, that's pig saw and kidnappings and villains, but it's cartoony and very approachable horror. I think the darkest stuff we do right now is Walking Dead and Danganronpa, but they fit into that sort of point and click visual novel, like a little bit more casual level of horror compared to when I used to do stuff like Outlast on the channel, Outlast, Amnesia, the, you know, classics like that. So when we talk about like the nitty gritty stuff like this, I actually created a whole separate channel to do that kind of content on. It's a little, like, it doesn't have a ton of content out on it, but check out HorrorManMo if you've never heard of it. I don't know how. I've been posting about it quite a bit, but check out HorrorManMo. That's where I'm actually posting more of my horror stuff. Stuff like they're suggesting with the Unity glitches and stuff sounds more like comedy. If I was gonna do like a comedy spin on a really bad janky horror game, that would be one thing. But if you guys actually want more serious actual horror, like facing my fears, that might be more HorrorManMo coded. So actually I did make a whole new channel to target that. Why small details in Red Dead Redemption 2 still haunt players in 2026. I understand why these inspirations are going to be obsessed with Red Dead Redemption 2 content. I've streamed it quite a bit lately and I've made a ton of shorts on it, but my expertise in Red Dead Redemption 2 is nowhere near enough to be pointing out small details in Red Dead that might still be haunting players. I don't even know what would be haunting anyone right now other than that freaky crocodile living in the swamp that hunted us down. But besides that, I don't know what else there is to find in the game. I'm still not an expert on the game. So this could be an idea if my Red Dead streams were more popular. Maybe I would go that route, but I think it's more focused on the fact that my shorts do really well. And my shorts are just coming from my streams. So like this would require a deep dive into Red Dead 2 specifically that I don't really plan on doing. Like this is really specific specific niche content that I don't really particularly plan on following up on, so I'll give that 1 turkey out of 17. Recreating famous Ace Attorney legal defenses in modern narrative-driven indie games. What? What I'm hearing is play more indie narrative puzzle games and just make Phoenix Wright references. Just call out Phoenix Wright quotes if possible. Just really lean into that audience is what I'm hearing. Testing every Unity engine horror game recommended by my YouTube commenters. It's the testing aspect. It's the insinuation that I'm not playing a game, I'm testing it, putting it through its limits. This is a thing that I do see AI actually recommend elsewhere, and I have seen I've literally seen titles like that. The testing recipes, testing jobs, testing, going out to like just the concept of testing something for some reason is really alluring to YouTube, and apparently must be doing really well, because this testing idea does come up a lot outside of necessarily my inspiration feed, but where I've seen it out in the wild. Surviving a brutal island colony in this gritty new indie resource management sim. Like, I enjoy games like that, but I don't know the last time I played something like that on this channel. Solving a complex murder mystery using only the in-game evidence photo mode? That seems highly specific. Why 2026 indie roguelikes are better at environmental storytelling than AAA titles. This would be a whole just video game essay. YouTube is suggesting that I don't do the whole let's play thing and just do a video essay. That's just a video essay. I don't do that on this channel, but maybe I should. The psychology of traitors, comparing Danganronpa motives to real-world betrayal tactics. We bridge the psychological gap between Monokuma's twisted incentives and the cold mechanics of real-world espionage. We dissect how isolation and manufactured desperation turn trusted allies into desperate killers, mapping the game's high-stakes betrayals against actual historical defectors to reveal the terrifying logic behind every knife in a friend's back. I mean, that sounds epic, but I'm not a lawyer. I'm still not a lawyer, guys. Like, I love all these suggestions that are just really serious men in suits being very serious, and YouTube's like, yeah, just do Danganronpa in real life. Can I survive 5 days in this realistic forest survival sim without tools? Again, this is just a made-up game, but like the core essence of this is that it's a challenge video. It's not just playing a game, it's doing it with a challenge, a unique spin that like makes people more interested in seeing my ability to struggle and succeed against the odds. Testing the limits of logic in a surreal comedy psychological horror mystery game. Testing comes up once again. It's just the word testing. Why character death in modern roguelikes feels more impactful than typical RPGs. Now, while I might not know exactly what they're talking about, what they're getting at is, again, this would be a video essay and not a let's play. The truth about why these viral indie games are taking forever to release. Again, video essay. Can I survive as a defense attorney in a dark fantasy roguelike world? I played every Unity asset flip my commenter specifically recommended to me. Okay, we've only gone through a few suggestions, but I feel like this video is already getting longer than I probably meant it to be, and you can keep generating more and more of these. Like, you can just it takes a minute, you get the titles, and it takes forever to do the actual thumbnails themselves. Not that I would ever use any of their thumbnails, ever. Can I outsmart a Saw-style trap using only physics and trampolines? There it is. It's about time we got a friggin' Saw reference out of all these inspirations. So if there's something I've learned from the suggestions that have been given to me from the inspiration tab, it's that according to YouTube, I should be focused on narrative-driven, like, sort of mystery puzzle games. Danganronpa, Phoenix Wright, games like that in the indie space or elsewhere. That is a good suggestion for game to play. Like, that's the style that they do tend to suggest. That being said, they also sprinkle in Unity asset flips and roguelikes. So still a very variety gaming. channel that they're suggesting to me. But when they do suggest other things that are not narrative driven, when we are talking about roguelikes and survival games, YouTube suggests adding some kind of challenge, some kind of twist where playing through the game for the first time alone is no longer good enough to survive on YouTube. My experience and my commentary over a game, you can get that a dime a dozen from a million other content creators. I have to have a unique challenge approach. Also, YouTube suggests I become an attorney in real life. So I guess I'm going back to school. I probably will have to stop uploading and streaming because I'm gonna have no time on my hands because I have no law school experience whatsoever. So goodbye for the next 4 years while I go to law school and pass the bar exam. Look, if Legally Blonde can do it, I can do it too, right? A Legally Blonde reference in 2026. Have you guys seen that movie? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. And of course, the third thing, if I'm counting correctly, and maybe I'm not, is that YouTube actually suggests more video essay style topics. It's things where I actually discuss a topic about the industry in general, gaming in general, and I'm actually really interested if that is something that you guys watch or are interested in, or is YouTube completely missing its mark here? Let me know what you guys think of any of the ideas we just covered today in the comments down below. Pick out your favorite ones, pick out your least favorite ones, please. I would love to hear what you have to think on any of these topics. Just go in on it. Leave me your essays down below, and I'll be looking. I will be looking. And leave like your top 10 favorite Unity asset flip games that are broken, buggy, and terrible in the comments below, and maybe I'll play them. AI has just become too advanced. I don't know what to do with its 5-head 5D chess ideas and suggestions.